Hello everyone, my name's Ian. Welcome back to my hobby YouTube channel in brief book and film reviews. So today I'd like to give a review to a excellent book I read there a few years ago. This book is about the life and the career of a legendary sporting and football and refereeing figure called Pierluigi Collina. Okay, this book is called The Rules of the Game. I'll put up the link so you can have a look at buying the book, and also I will put up a YouTube video of him so you can get to have listen to him on an interview and stuff, or maybe some highlights of him and that. Okay, so the reason why I bought this book was I really admire this gentleman as a referee. Every time I tuned into a football match, I knew for a fact that you're gonna get the fairest result. There's no doubts or anything like that. This guy was, if God made a perfect referee, this guy would be it. He was excellent. So he is the football, what I think the Welsh referee Nigel Owens is to rugby. Okay, so he's just he was the creme de la creme, the best. Okay, I think he retired in 2006. This book is self-authored by himself, Pierluigi Collina, and just on the front it has David Beckham's comment in regards to Pierluigi Collina. In my opinion, Collina is the best referee in the game, in my opinion, and so many other people's opinion as well. They would say that he was the best referee. I'll go into it more as I go along, but just quickly, just want to give a quick download of the book. So the book is called The Rules of the Game. It's published in 2003. The author was Pierluigi himself, and the genre would be sports real life. Okay, so in I think it was in 2000, sometime in the noughties, Pierluigi Collina was voted by FIFA as, he was the best referee of the year 6 times in a row. That's just unprecedented, I think it was at the time, and it probably won't be matched again. And he was born in Bologna, and he played centre back as a young child growing up and stuff. He also within the book it will tell you he was also very fond of playing basketball as well and stuff like that. So he has kind of interest about games and stuff. He then went on to take a refereeing course and became a referee in regional areas and stuff, and that, and it wasn't long before FIFA scouted him and seen him how good he was and got good reports and that, and he then went on to, I think he went on to referee in the World Cup final in 2002, Brazil and against Germany. I think Brazil won that one 2-0. He then went on to referee also before that the Champions League with Bayern Munich and Manchester United, the famous Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Teddy Sheringham goals right at the end, right at death. I think he's mentioned within the book that was one of his favourite moments as a refereeing. And he went on also to, I think it's he went on to referee the UEFA. It's now the Europa League, but the UEFA League final against Valencia and Marseille. And he also, in I think it was 1996, he refereed the Olympic final between Nigeria and Argentina. So he basically went to all the finals. He did it all. Like, he just deservedly. He was just a phenomenal referee. Like I said, anytime that I remember watching a football match, you just, even if he was against Italy, his own team, and Italy were playing against Ireland, I knew he'd give us he'd give us a fair vote of green. There was no bias. There wasn't an ounce of bias in his body and all the rest of it. He was just an absolutely fantastic referee, and that I can't remember anyone ever saying to me that they thought differently about him. Okay, so going back into the era where he was from, at the time he was officiating, I think it was 86 to around about 2006, so about 20-year career. But in between maybe from then, maybe late 90s to the around about 2004, 2005, the Italian refereeing match fixing scandal, which at the time crippled the game in Italy, in that there wasn't a lot of fans going to the game because they didn't have a lot of trust in what was going on in the Italian football, and that um, with so many referees getting involved and stuff like that, you kind of said to yourself, well, I remember I always said to myself anyway, I hope this guy wasn't involved in that. Surely he couldn't have been, like he was just too good of a referee. Like, when you're neutral and you're watching a football match and you say, which kind of penalty, or you say free kick, I say, oh, that the team deserved that. Like, he naturally, it was just went the right way all the time. So you'd say to yourself, surely not. I don't think anything ever came over. I don't think he was ever involved and never got any mention of it like that at all. And yeah, he was just all around, in my opinion, the greatest referee. Anyway, there was only one referee that matched him, in my opinion. It was actually an English guy over in England in the Premier League, in the early 90s. I can't remember his name at the moment. And that he used to have like grey long hair, bit of a beer belly on him, but he was a fantastic referee. He really was. I remember when I watched football growing up as a kid, watching it live up in England and stuff. I remember watching this referee and thinking, yeah, he's like the best referee. He's so honest and open and that, and he calls it the way it should be called and that. But going back to Pierluigi Collina, yeah, so within the book, he talks about his early childhood, growing up, his parents and stuff. He's from Bologna. Talks about his area in Bologna. He talks about his sisters as well. He has a couple of sisters and stuff, and he talks about his love for football, and then also as well they played basketball. Very good at basketball as well. He then it goes on to his time going through the early infancy stages of his refereeing career and stuff, and that he kind of there's a big kind of like a few couple of chapters on when Lazio won the 2000 I think it's Serie A title. Yes, Serie A, because I know Roma won it in 2001. So Lazio won it the year before, and he talks about how it was like raining in Turin, like bucketing down, like really, really bad. And on the south of the Italian land, in Roma, it was like I should say Rome. It was like really, really warm, sunny, glorious day. The day that the Lazio finally got to celebrate the first title in how many years, and Lazio haven't won the title again since then, and so it was a very momentous and great occasion for the football club. But he talks about that for very as well. Nothing about match fixing or nothing like that. I don't think I can't recall reading anything about that in it. And then he talks about his certain footballers and that have been like shown him a lot of respect and love. And he talks about a moment there where Raul comes up to him and that I think and rubs his head, and that Pierluigi Collina has like alopecia, a kind of a condition where you'd lose your hair. So he was very recognizable on the TV, quite scary looking actually. It's some people, and that he had the bald head, and he had the big blue eyes, but he was quite very tan and that, and he had like no eyebrows and that. So it was kind of very strange looking, that. But yeah, he was fantastic in that. I remember the eyes used to go up, you give it a decision, and the referee and the players, they're not arguing him. He just had that presence about him because they all respected him so much. And it gives an incident. He was all about Raul and other players as well, coming up to him and giving him a hug and rubbing his head and stuff and that, and wishing him well and that, and showing him a lot of appreciation and that. All in all, it's just a fantastic book, and that really, really was to read, and that he's just he stayed involved in the game also since then, and yeah, just really, really enjoyed this book. It's so sad when you see the amount of referees. I can think of a few of them in the English Premier League. I won't name any names and that, but the game is all about them. It's about, you'd see them designer haircuts and stuff and that, and I'm the referee, you better do as I'm told and all the rest of it. And you can tell straight away, like, a lot of them referees, like, if there was a relegation and promotion for referees and that, which I think there should be, and that there'd be a lot of these idiots relegated all the time, and that, you know, or they call a game and start, you know, up in the game. But this guy didn't have to, you know. He was a phenomenal referee in that, and sadly missed as well. I mean, I remember he was one of those characters when he was retiring, I think in 2006. I just said, you're never going to get another referee as good as him, or it's going to be a long, long time before you get a referee as good as him and that. So yeah, that's it. I said it's quick and that. I'm after making it go over 10 minutes and that. But there you go. There's his mush there, and I would highly recommend it. And that's it for me today. I hope everyone's having a fantastic festive period, and that. I wish everyone a happy new year, prosperous and happy new year, and stay blessed. Take care. Bye bye.